I was gearing up to make some stuff for the shop and film it while I did it so I could show you guys what I was doing today, and the power is out. So we're gonna do it by hand, and this is gonna be pretty easy too. So I was all ready to make some chicken feeder slash salvage wood troughs for centerpieces or wherever people wanted to use them for. We're gonna use them in the shop, and I've got to use up my salvage wood. I got to get rid of that pile in the backyard, but the power is out, so I can't use all my power tools or my stapler. Actually, I have a lot of extra air, so I could use my pneumatic stapler, but I'm gonna show you how to do it by hand because sometimes the power goes out or you just don't have the tools. You can still get stuff done. First things first, I'm gonna make these 3 feet long, so I need 2 boards this size. Just gonna make my mark, cut goes on that side. Little speed square action. And there's my line. Nobody time me. I haven't used a handsaw in forever. Been meaning to get one of those Japanese pull saws, but just haven't gotten one. Oh, this wood's dry. Okay, one down. Okay, now I've got 3 boards. I didn't have to cut the other one. I secretly measured ahead of time and knew that I had 3 3-foot lengths in there. So now what I'm gonna do, I like this is what it looks like on the backside. I like this kind of green, it almost looks lime washed, just from so many layers of paint over the years. And I got some cracking and things like that. I think that's gonna be okay. Let's see, so now I'm gonna stand this up on the inside. I'm gonna stand that up there. So I'm gonna nail these 2 sides on just like this. Then I'm gonna do an end here and one on the other end, and this will be complete. That's all I'm doing. Now the trick's gonna be to nail them together. All right, since this is all kind of wobbly and I'm dealing with tongue and groove beadboard, I'm gonna go ahead and start my nails before I try to put it all together. I'm gonna start them, give them a few good whacks, and then we'll start seeing if we can get this thing nailed up. Alright, so I'm cheating a little. I got a clamp out to hold this up while I nail this in right here like this. Normally I just use the pneumatic stapler and just, but I don't have that option currently. So, you know, we're just gonna get it done. Oh boy, this thing might be a little janky. That's alright, it's made out of salvage wood. We'll be okay. I may have better luck down here on the floor without that bouncy plastic table. Usually I'm just screwing things in, so it's not a big deal, you know, you just let the drill do the work, but this hammer's bouncing everything around. So this ended up being 4 inches wide. So I'm just gonna make a mark, cut 2 pieces out for my ends, and hammer those on. So I'm gonna line the bottom up here. Wood's old, so hopefully this doesn't split out on me. My boards are wanting to spread out a little bit, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold that open. Okay, now do the other side. Now that I've got it all nailed together, I mean, it's pretty rough. It's almost like rough lumber because it's so old, dried out, been beat up. It's been in an old house for a long time before I ever got it. So I'm just gonna take some 80 grit sandpaper. knock down the rough edges and sand off all the splinters, and then this will be ready to go. I wanted a real rustic look, and that's what we've got. Alright, gotta sand it up. I wore my respirator because who knows what's in this paint and dust and all that stuff. I mean, this wood is from a house from 1885. I'm almost at the end of it. I've had a bunch of projects I've been able to do with this. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it just to hold all the dirt and dust and old paint onto it so none of that's flaking off. Alright, so I've got some DIY Big Top, and this is a liquid sealer. It's water based, should give this a nice durable finish and really make that wood grain and old paint pop. I'm just using my Zebra Palm Pro brush to apply this. It works pretty great. So you don't have to have salvage wood to do this. You could easily get some pine common board down from your hardware store. Do this same thing, paint it up, stain it, beat it up a little bit, sand it, and get, I don't know if you get this exact same look because this wood is really old. This paint's been on here for literally hundreds of years, but you could probably get close. And as you saw, I did this with hand tools. I mean, you could do this on your back porch in your apartment. Alright, thanks for watching this little quick build that I did. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. I think they'll sell pretty well in the shop. Probably sell them for like 20 bucks. The wood by itself, if you bought it from some salvage yard, would be worth that much. Be sure to go hit up jamirayvintage.com for the DIY Big Top, and also we sell those little Palm Pro brushes. If you're interested in one of those, they're great for doing little projects like this. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more DIY. Alright, so I was gonna okay, so I was gearing up to make some stuff for the shop. So I got some cool old paint and wood grain. I think this is made out of old redwood. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it. That way none of this paint flakes off and it's safe to have around humans. So